Yeah.
But like they'll just have the banter before, and
then they'll
pronounce
be
their,
like, oh, shoot,
they'll
okay,
pronounce
all
their shit.
all
Like right now, welcome to the motherfucking Brothers Grim podcast. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Here with your boy AK.
You here with your boy Dub, man. What's up, man?
Yeah, you done know how's your week, man?
Oh, it was all right, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't complain. You know what I'm
Good.
saying? Got paid. So,
Alive and all of that.
you know what I'm saying? As long as I get paid, I mean, I'm pretty Gucci, man. You know what I'm saying? How about yourself, man?
Yo, honestly, just appreciative to be alive.
Of course, man.
And health. Like that shit is something that over the holidays definitely become more appreciative of. Obviously, always appreciative of health, but like,
Of course, man.
having that lens on it, you know what I'm saying?
No, of course. Of
But
course.
yeah, man, fucking let's get into these fucking videos, bro.
All right, bet. Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? So we got 2 videos for you guys today, and then we have a general topic that will probably encompass it.
Shit.
Nigga already fucking lost it.
I don't even know which one to go with, man, to be honest with you, bro. It's like, oh, man, if we only going to do 2, unless we do more than 2.
You could do more
We
than
can do
2
more
because
than two, right?
the topic will kind of encompass it, right? Like,
No, no doubt.
right?
No
So,
doubt. All right, bet. I'm just going to go in order, man.
all right, bet.
All right. So it was.
You'll put that
Did you
up to
catch
the
that
mic.
first? Did you get that first part?
You put it up to the mic.
I mean, to be honest, he's gonna overlay it after anyway.
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah. So we just gotta watch it.
9 to 5 can't deal with me.
Oh, shit.
A 9 to 5 nigga can't
Why
do
do you
it.
say that?
I need somebody to be like, yo, sit down and shut up for a second.
I'm gonna ask a girl, please.
Please?
Like, if you don't mind.
So you don't think 9 to 5 guys can be like assertive?
I personally won't take you seriously.
Just because he's a 9 to 5?
Yeah.
But what if he's an ex-con that now works a 9 to 5?
If you're like hood affiliated, I'll listen.
Honestly, you know what you're looking for. You're not gonna be like, oh, okay, maybe I could deal with a 9 to 5 dude. And then you're just having a boring Monday to Friday and you're like,
It's not even about boring, because like I'm a boring person. I like boring a lot.
Girl, it don't sound like you
No,
like
I like boring a lot. I like boring a lot. I gotta know that you've been through something. I'm not trying to like diss the 9 to 5s at all.
No,
Like,
this is just you. Your
yeah,
take.
this is me. This is my preference. Like I just like a to be rough.
What if he works a 9 to 5, but he's a crash out?
9 to 5 with an anger issue?
He's a good guy, but he's a regular guy. He just has some things going on in his head that
In
will
his
send him
head,
to jail.
I don't want to deal with the things going on. In
He's
his head,
fighting
so I'm not
demons?
gonna lie. I don't want no fighting demons. I'm too old for that. She's like, girl, I'm not following.
Okay.
That was one. You have a next one?
Are we not gonna talk
You
about
want
that
to talk
one
about
first?
that one? Honestly, I literally just came from the crib on some shit like that. Like my girl was talking to her Regin about some shit like that. This bitch literally cannot get wet without a nigga choking her or fucking causing some type of drama or getting blocked off the phone and finding different avenues in which to get a new phone number and call these niggas. Like that gets them off because when they get offered the quote unquote lame or square at a 9 to 5 nigga, he's boring. He's going to work.
You could
probably
be a
go
9 to
the-
5 nigga and choke a bitch.
Yeah, but it's
like
not the
what
same.
she's saying. Yeah, so what she's saying
It's
is
not the same. Like,
you could do those things and get away with it if you are a trapper, if you're hood or as she put it,
Hood
affiliated.
right.
So
But trapping ain't fucking 9 to 5.
no, I know. That's what I'm
You
saying.
know what I'm saying? So there is a distinction. She's making that distinction, saying that like the guy who's working the average job, whatever, is not going to do it for her. And I understand her. Because I seen this one video where it was like, yo, do you think you're gonna out fuck a broke nigga? No, nigga. Because you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You go to work, niggas, and niggas try, like, my boy right here, he's working all the time. Man just told us he's working all the time.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? The broke nigga's objective is to long stroke his way into wealth. However that goes. You're not getting... Yo, he's not... you come...
That took me out.
you niggas come home from work after a nice 10 stretch. All you want to do is ball up a spliff, bathe, maybe get some wazzles, and maybe let her sit on it or whatever, and then your bedtime. That nigga is coming off of like when a lion wakes up in the morning and he yawns, pussy that nigga is trying to fucking dominate, fam. And
Facts.
you
That
can't beat
is
that. So
fact.
I think that shorty wants that type of nigga who's just coming
Facts.
off of the bench literally and knocking the walls clean. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I swear to God, and to be honest with you, like, yeah, my take on it is like I cannot be mad at that at all.
Yeah.
Like I get that, you know what I mean?
Like,
and I, not that I envy people who are because there's a lot of risks in that. There's a lot
From
of
the
risks
other- from
in
the-
that lifestyle. I mean,
right.
you're talking about you could end up getting breeded for this man, and he ends up going to the bin for a long time or killed.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like if you're willing to assume those risks
Mhm.
and you understand that, then by all means you have a right to want what you want. Because there are always gonna be niggas like that.
Right.
And there's always gonna be bitches who want niggas like that.
Yeah.
But there's an ecosystem for everybody. I'm not mad at that because at the end of the day, there's women out there that will not deal with a nigga who does that shit. That's just not what they do. You know what I'm saying? There's an ecosystem for everybody. So I'm not mad at that. And I don't think anybody should be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? You have a 9 to 5, that's perfectly fine. Because you know what I mean? I've been pretty much that my whole life. And when it was time to get it in, I'm getting it in. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just got to get in where you fit in, bro. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm
There's an
saying?
ecosystem for everybody.
Niggas who do work like regular jobs still maintain relationships, and it's not because
All the time.
And it might be because of personality, but we know,
Yeah.
you know, your woman tells you why you're there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you get in a fight. You know, if your D wasn't good, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? That is
exactly.
a portion of it. So it's not like these niggas are not beating it down. It's just they don't have the amount of time allocated to it to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's it. And that's for that particular point. Like, you know,
Yeah.
is like that broke dude is gonna win at that.
Yeah.
But you're gonna win everywhere else. So fucking that bitch, I feel bad for her though. Cause I know bitches like that.
Yeah.
And
I mean, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, you hear it and you're like, yo, like at first you're like, am I offended by this? I don't know. And then you think about it and you're like, well, why would I be like, that's like, I'm not really,
I used to be offended.
Yeah,
I used to be
exactly.
offended.
Exactly. Like I would have been a lot more offended probably like, whatever, like before. But like now I'm looking at that like, yo, I don't really, have enough experience where I know that at the end of the day, like it's just about getting in where you fit in. There's something for everybody out there, bro. So there's nothing to be mad at. And on top of that, it's you assume a lot of risk when you deal with these types of niggas. And at the end of the day, like, I mean, what longevity are you really gonna get? A lot of the time, there's not really no longevity in that. We're talking about somebody who, like, I mean, yeah, you know, if you're submissive enough, maybe you can maintain that relationship with that man. But you know, ultimately, it's always gonna be whatever the fuck he want to do, he's gonna do it. That's why he's living that lifestyle in the first place.
Right.
He didn't live this type of lifestyle to obey the law and obey anybody.
We're talking about the hood affiliated dude.
We're talking about, she said, yo, and that's the only sort of distinction, or I don't know if I'm using the right word, but that's the only thing that sort of separates it from like being like, yo, a hard no to anybody who has night. She said hood affiliated. That's like saying, okay, this nigga used to be trapping, used to do this, but he's like not really doing that anymore. But he's affiliated. He's still affiliated with it. You know,
you still know the lingo. You still know the language, the culture.
You still know the streets. You still know your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then and now you're just doing some other shit. But I mean, on top of that, and if you're talking about 9 to 5, it's like if you have ambition enough to get out of that situation, like it's not like you're a 9 to 5 and you're just accepting that. It's like, nah, like I want to find somebody I can build with or whatever, and actually like get out of that where we can have a business that's a family business or whatever it is. I'm trying to I'm actively, open to ideas as to how we can live the life that we want to live. You know what I'm saying? If you get with somebody and it's like, yo, the goal is like to have quote unquote financial freedom, then it's like, okay, well, yeah, I'm doing this 9 to 5 for now. You're doing a 9 to 5. Let's link up, get together. You know what I'm saying?
I can't deal with a thing like that because we can't reason, fam.
Exactly.
Firstly, let's be honest. 9 to 5 is the ideal timing in which to work. Like that is like the top tier of being able to work in regards to time for most people. 9 to 5. Especially
we're talking about literal time, and not to cut you off, but like really 9 to 5 to me just means a job. Like it just means
Okay,
like a
okay.
place you have to be. It doesn't mean it's not really about the time
The
itself.
timing?
It's just the
'cause I
fact that
always
a 9 to
figured, like,
5
that's
means that to me a 9 to 5, whether it's 7 to 4,
Right,
or
'cause that's
8
what-
to
that's what I'm
or
saying.
whatever,
6 to
it's the
2:30,
same.
that's what- you
but
know what
at
I'm
the end of the
saying?
day, you have to show up in order to get a
Right.
paycheck, right? That's what I think.
I
is,
agree.
like she's talking about. She's talking about somebody who has to be at work and has a boss, has to listen to somebody, has a designated time to take off.
Mhm.
Can't just take off
I
whenever they
totally
want.
agree.
And all of that just for how much money are we talking? I mean, usually 9 to 5s are not getting you wealthy. You know, they're just putting
They're-
food on your table, really.
Yes,
And
it's compound bread.
yeah, you're not really.
incremental increase.
It's
right?
really it's just for the stability. It's for the fact of like I know that we're not rich, but we can put food on the table.
That's
we can,
it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So like that to me is a 9 to 5. But if you want a certain lifestyle where you don't want restrictions and you don't want to have to answer to anybody, or when you want to take time off, you don't have to ask nobody.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Then yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got to figure out a way. But I don't think that it has to be like that from the jump. I mean, y'all could work towards that together. You know what I'm saying? And it's easier to do that with with two people than just one a lot of the time. You know what I mean? I think obviously a lot of women want to come into a situation where, nah, nigga, I don't want to come into a situation where I have to help build up a nigga. Like, why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at it like, yo, if you come in here and it's already, if you come into in a relationship with me and you already have a ready-made life where you just jump, how do I know that your motive is not just that? Like, how would I know any different? Like, I think women should start taking an opportunity to build with somebody, because that's what really gives you that assurance that like it's a real thing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what? Like I don't think I would feel secure. Like if I was a woman, bro, like how am I gonna feel secure going into a relationship with somebody that already had his shit built up? And like, yo, all it really takes is for him to just find the next one that wants the same thing as I did.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you're more replaceable. Like,
Okay.
that's how I look at it. It's like
I'll-
you're striving to be replaceable is really what you're doing. Because what are you coming in with? A lot of these girls online talking about, I'll do all the cooking, all the cleaning. Like, you know, you see these niggas with money, they're like, oh, so what are you gonna do for me? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Oh, I'm gonna do the cooking, the cleaning, and all of that. It's always cooking and cleaning. It's like I could pay somebody to do that, bro.
But yo, here's the problem with this. Like, I just, propose the other side of that. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, go ahead.
say you spend all this time with this individual, you know what I'm saying? Like, I dealt with bitches that put niggas through whole college careers, university
I know,
careers.
100%.
And then
bro.
at the end of it,
100%.
this nigga leaves, with the next bitch and living their best life.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
yes,
So
yes, no.
I feel that, but
100%. I get that. But I mean, I feel like you gotta at least just like there's boundaries to everything. Like you gotta know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not coming into a situation where nobody's asking you to put a nigga through college. Like,
But building,
just
but what it all depends on what building looks like, right? I was having this conversation the other day. It's like, somebody thought that, they were stagnant. But it's like not moving is totally different than, you doing something every day slowly, but you're still moving forward, right? So, fuck, nigga. Kind of forgot where I was going with that. Just continue with your shit, nigga. Because I don't even want to fuck this shit up.
I mean, I guess where I was going with that was when you see women coming in talking about like, yo, I want a nigga who has X amount of money, or I want a nigga that's like, you know what I'm saying, very well off, making more money than me by a lot. And it's like, what are you gonna do in that situation? Oh, I'm gonna have your kids, I'm gonna do the cooking, I'm gonna do the cleaning, I'm gonna do all of that. It's like, yeah, like that is something I can replace easily. So what makes you special should be the question.
So you think that a shorty that's willing to build with you, or maybe they should be taking that extra look, is important, because at that point when you guys are up, you are less likely to leave that thing, or
you've built something together where it's like, yo, there's more at stake, and the person.
Well, you would
it's like,
hope, right?
There's just
People are trash
with building is everything. Trust gets built.
Only
loyalty is built, all of that.
if building means like is the end game for both both parties.
Yes, yeah. And
And
that's
most people aren't aligned in their end goals.
and
Discernment is something that in relationships we don't have nowadays. That's why people have weird fucking kids with people and shit like that. That's why the concept you're saying ain't gonna really hit like it's gonna hit. It's gonna resonate to the people it's supposed to, but most people can't because they're used to the.
Which is exactly my point, which is unfortunate. I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
That's cool.
But I just to kind of like finish the point, it's like basically what I'm saying is people need to start getting into relationships based off person's character first. All that other shit is blessed. You know what I'm saying? Is a bonus. It should be about character, and it never is. For some reason, you coming in with this idea that I don't give a fuck what he does for a living. I don't give a fuck who he is. It's about how he can provide, and it's just like, yeah, I can also what makes you special? So I just feel like to me, it just doesn't seem smart to get into a relationship based off of that shit, because it's like you're just going in replaceable. Like you're just going in being replaceable as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
The most successful relationships I've seen is when both parties' goals are aligned firstly, and they both have that independent stride. So they're both already running parallel, and they decide to link. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
But if even and especially nowadays with all the sensitivity, relationships are so can run a course so quickly, run off course so quickly because somebody wanted to go left, next person wanted to go right, and that's it. And we don't have the strength for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in regards to relationships, I think that you should be preing successful things, and taking those goals, But discernment for sure should be the first step, knowing what you want, knowing what your value you bring, and essentially being able to match that to your partner going forward. That's what I consider building. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you admire each other's character, and that's kind of where I'm going with
character.
it.
So looks don't matter.
I don't feel like it, and most of the time in society, we don't really. Everything is about a role you just play. It has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Optics,
sure.
yeah, exactly. So
not only the role, but how you look too.
But yeah, exactly. How you look to the general public, or how you look is the social perception of you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That's, you know what I'm saying? So
okay. All right. So
but I mean, we could move on.
I got this video here. Okay. So I don't need to hold it up to the thing.
Nah, as long as I need to see. You don't gotta put it on the mic.
You're a loser.
Wow.
How am I supposed to be with you when I got these men all the time in my DMs offering me luxury cruises, mansions, all this different stuff, and then I come home to you playing video games in your underwear?
It was good when we first started dating.
That's 7 years ago. I've grown as a person, and you haven't. I've outgrown you.
Wow. So after all these years, you have to tell me that about getting pregnant by another man? We couldn't separate for you. We couldn't have this conversation.
I mean,
before we got to this part.
Things happen, but
I had to find out you was pregnant.
You weren't taking
How low
care of me.
That's low.
You were not. The bottom line is that you were not taking care of me.
I'm a hard-working man.
I get another man's arms.
I'm a hard-working man. I gave you everything you asked for me. What more you want?
I'm in here splitting half of these bills. You're not taking care of me.
The rent is $4,000.
So? A real man could pay that $4,000 and then some. I should be in the hills somewhere. This is expensive. I gotta maintain with Botox. You don't want me looking older. I gotta take care of myself. You don't pay for that. You have all these expectations on me that you can't even.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot wrong with that fucking.
There was so much wrong with that, bro. Yeah.
That's but yeah, I just.
She got pregnant by a next man. See,
I don't but having a daughter, I don't think I would be mad at her, fam. Because if you weren't happy with a situation, you know what I'm saying, you're telling this man, you're showing, from what she's showing us, you're telling this guy it's not good enough, you know what I'm saying? And I'm big on happiness. If you're not happy, get the fuck out of a situation. So that's where she was wrong. If you weren't happy, you could have got out. Didn't need to deal with the man. You could have dipped
That's the
out.
one thing. Yeah, that is the one part that I would say. You know what? All right, I'll give him that. Where she ain't really have to do all of that. If you got all of these DMs and you got all of this and that you could, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then why did you have to keep him there just to? It's obviously just to reassure that
It's comfort.
she gets locked in to the other situation for real.
That's classic monkey bar.
Monkey bar. Yes, that's the word
You
I
know
was
what I'm
looking for.
saying?
The monkey bar, the smooth transition. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that type of shit is not cool. If you have so much confidence in yourself that you deserve more, then you should be able to leave that relationship and go out there and swim. You know what I'm saying? And get that shit the right way. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't agree. But I don't agree with, if a man is sitting there and having expectations but not working hard and not you know what I'm saying? Like you sitting in the room playing video games and whatever the fuck it is, chill up with your feet up, like nigga, like I'm the type of nigga, like bro, like I'll come home and shit like that, bro. I don't even put my feet up around my woman, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to hear no. I don't even want. I don't let nobody really see me on some shit like that. Like it's for me. It's always coming in and kind of you know what I'm saying. Like you know what I'm saying, taking care of whatever it needs to take, whatever is clean, whatever it's doing. Like you know what I'm saying. Like like you don't want your woman coming that's so like trust me. Like I've experienced it before. And I'll never do that again. I remember, and it wasn't even like I wasn't working or something, but I remember being in the crib.
Yeah.
And Shorty came home, and you ever see that look on somebody's face, like when they come in and they're looking at you, like what have you been doing? Like what, like
yo,
what, like you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I seen that once,
shit.
and I'm like,
sorry.
I will never I'll never let nobody ever look at me like that again. Like, I don't care. So you gotta be it's just a self-awareness thing too, Like if you gotta be aware of like, if you're that type of guy and your woman is giving you signs that she's not happy with that, you either gotta fix that, or if you're really like adamant about staying how you are and not really trying to move away from that, then maybe you should leave. Maybe you should be like, yo, I don't think this is gonna work out. It's just, at least as a preemptive measure for yourself, so that you don't end up in a situation like homeboy where he's there and, hey man,
yeah.
I mean, to me, it just goes to show how calm he was and being able to face her like that.
Mm-hmm.
That to me shows he must not really give a fuck much. Because I wouldn't be able to just stand there and I'm not saying I'm gonna do Shotty a thing, but I'm just saying that I wouldn't be able to. I'd be like, yo, I gotta go. We should have this conversation over the phone because I can't, or just not have a conversation at all. I mean, I'd rather just keep it moving.
You're a real man. I think that at the end of the day, naturally you're gonna have that emotion. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
yeah,
this guy, it's all about invested interest, right?
Facts.
I think that that sounds like a situation where it's kind of already out anyways. This is just kind of the thing that separates us being together and living together and kind of overlooking a lot of fuckery.
Right.
Because I also know about a situation like that going in right now too, where the man is with a gal and the gal fucking caught this man cheating. She ain't gonna bring it up to him. Instead, she goes and gets her shit off. You know what I mean? And now, it's got to the point where certain people have seen each other on the same dating apps. So now you guys are living in the same house, right? Y'all are both denying cheating, and then y'all are both seeing each other on apps, but y'all can't talk to each other about it. Yo, listen, fam.
Bro,
and I say, I went through a stretch where I was just listening to murder interrogations, fam, all day. What do you think 9 out of 10 of those fucking murder investigations were about? A man lost his cool.
Domestic shit.
Yo, the man hit her. She hit her head, and he didn't know what else to fucking do, so he wiped out the whole fucking family. Right? I'm done. Or he cheated on me with my brother. Now I'm gonna go and do a walk up to these fucking people like Uber delivery, dog, and done them. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't play those type of situations because it could always get ugly.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think it's fair for you guys to do that to each other.
Mhm.
But like comfort is a motherfucker, and that's the thing that I see consistently
Facts.
amongst when you're hearing these type of things.
Yep.
It's comfort.
Yep.
Yo, we're splitting half the bills. That's why the bitch can't really. You're only paying half. I don't want to pay half, but I'm paying half. So I'm here now.
Yeah.
Now I'm here.
Yeah.
So whatever else is, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's why I kind of get cheesed when Shorty's like, you open up for certain relationships. You can't be opening doors to certain relationships. So that
No doubt.
was a failed relationship from thousands of moves ago if this game is chess.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It's well put.
I'm surprised he didn't. I mean, Shorty was pregnant, but like I said, it could always get ugly. I'm glad it didn't go that way. God bless. I hope it didn't go that way after the camera was off. But
Hopefully, I mean, a little bit that to be, and it looked a little scripted, but you never know what's real and what's not. But regardless, it's just situations like that do happen. So
when they're fucking editing shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
and the music in the background, like, how real can I? That's what my problem with media nowadays.
No doubt.
But anyways, I guess these questions, unless you have any more videos, pardon me.
I mean, nah, we could jump into the
All right,
questions.
so the topic is that correlates with this is: do you think that paternity tests should be standard at birth? Right, and then the second is: do you think that there should be a tax or some kind of certification course you should have before being allowed to have kids?
So it's yes and yes for sure.
Yeah.
For the first one, the paternity one, I think that gives a fair shot off the rip to anybody who might not be or might be blinded by love or might be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might be being played and they don't even know it. Why not just have it as a standard that a paternity test is just a standard issued thing that happens at birth one time?
Mhm.
And it at least that is going to deter those certain types of, you know, malicious type people from even trying to do anything where, you know, like trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like trap somebody into something, have somebody raising a kid that's not theirs. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Whether they would have done that or not, like, it's still, you didn't give them the right to choose if they still wanted to be in that relationship or raise that kid that's not theirs by lying, right? Like, that shit happens all the time, right? You know what I'm saying? So I personally think that 100% should be in the system. That should be established 100% in my opinion.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely, because I had to go through this recently where a chick was trying to say that I had a kid, and like this has been over like almost like a decade now at this point.
Yeah.
So we had to go through that, and while we were going through that, I just had my own new kid. So I was like, you know what? Fuck, let's bundle it up. Let's just get them both done. 2 birds, 1 stone. You know what I'm saying?
One time.
I'm getting super lashback, super feedback, super resistance.
Super backlash?
Yeah, like I'm like, well, when you're fucking, if you do this, when you do it, I hope you find another place until the results come in because you're not going to be staying here. It's disrespectful. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, so me knowing for damn sure is like, I can't even have that.
You can't have that?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, you as the mom, no. You have that guarantee. You know, what they say, mom's baby, daddy's maybe, right? So it's like, you don't, why do we have to have a maybe, fam? Why
can't there be a for sure? Like, why can't we both have that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like you want somebody to hold your baby like they love them. Like, you don't want them in the picture like, hey, this is like, I think this is my kid. Like, it looks fucking crazy when you see those pictures, bro. You know what I mean? So that's why I asked it. That's why I kind of wrote it down and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it knocks off a lot of the things. And then bitches, well, I shouldn't say mothers. Yo, man, my bad, yo.
Oh shit.
It's like the mothers that, it helps you in the legal system too. Now you don't have to do, that's one less step if you want to put him on the books that you have to deal with. Oh yeah, he's
Facts.
100% guaranteed my child's father. Let's move forward with the proceedings. We don't need to do it. We can just get shit clean. You know what I'm saying?
Get it
Headaches.
done. Go through. Get it smooth. Yeah.
I'm not
man.
big
Nah,
on the fucking headaches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That
So
should be-
I think it's a basic human right. Like
I think it is a basic human right, and it's at least it gives something for the man who is probably, and I mean, whether they're the breadwinner or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? The man of the house should have that reassurance. I don't know. I don't think it's a lot to ask.
I don't know at what point it became disrespectful.
But I don't think that's disrespectful at all. I think that
fucking
just
right,
and
bitch.
we all know the ratios and the numbers and the statistics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It is a lot more likely that as a woman, if you're especially whether you're attractive, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Women who are not even attractive have their pick of the litter, bro. So imagine if you're a half decent looking woman and all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just for the simple fact of the ratios of it, it's just like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
never.
Like, this is something that it happens all the time.
Man,
So just give me that and just let's keep it moving.
man,
you know what I'm saying?
Men, my beloved brothers out there, you will not be able to compete with a shorty that is trying to box up the fucking city, dog.
No.
It's not happening. Dog.
Yeah.
So it's not even like, it shouldn't be something on your mind, especially if she's attractive. You should be like, all right,
Exactly.
it only sounds bad because it's not a mandatory thing,
right.
Right.
Exactly.
People have legitimate
It's not
things.
yes.
Have
yes.
these legitimate thoughts. People
Yes.
have these thoughts about marriage,
Yeah.
but you're not allowed to talk about that because if you're not balls deep and fucking damn near floating
Yep.
all the time talking about your wedding and shit, you know what I'm saying? You're not ready to be married.
You're
no,
not ready.
bitch, I'm human. I'm fucking. This is one person I gotta be with for the rest of my
For
life.
the rest of my life.
I can't. I see bitches. Bitches ain't going away when I'm married. If anything, they're coming in full effect. So
they're coming in even stronger. 100%.
So we can't. It's just discussion. You know what I mean?
It is.
So as for the second question, the certification, I'm 100% on board, bro. Because
Absolutely. And I
Woo!
said, and man, I just over the years you see so many situations play out with, you know what I'm saying?
they don't know the baby factory. You should say the baby factory, but they don't need to know the real name.
Nah, yeah, exactly. It's shit like that, right? I mean, with that, it's like, because we know people personally, you know what I'm saying? My brother and I here, we know we was just talking about this person, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the only reason I don't want to talk about this person is because they ain't here. You feel me?
So
Like,
it ain't their
you know what I'm
problem.
saying?
So we could talk the fuck
I
about
guess
it.
so, but I mean, it is a situation though, but it's just one of the many situations
Yes.
that we happen to know of where,
I don't want to talk on something I don't know.
No, I feel that, but that's the thing. I mean, there's multiple situations. This happens all the time where it's just like people that's just not really ready to have kids, bro, and they don't really understand the ramifications of it, and you know what I'm saying, all of that, and it's just I don't think people go in knowing the why. I mean, I understand that it's a basic human instinct or whatever it is, a primitive thing to just reproduce. Like I get that, but at the same time, like I mean, I don't think it's bad to have that, you know what I'm saying, certification. I mean, if you need a license to get married, you should definitely need a license to bring a human being
into
the world. Like, I think that should be a no-brainer at that. You know what I'm saying?
When I wrote this question, I was like, I like it, right?
Yes.
But what would it look like? You know what I mean?
Right.
What does it look like when, for example, like there's a rape?
Yeah. Well,
right? Because
yeah.
like there's so there are. When I wrote it, I thought it was sound as fuck, right?
Now that you said that, actually, now I'm kind of going
like
back
how
and
do you
thinking, well,
you know what I'm saying?
But obviously,
I
it should look a certain way. No, of course,
the
right?
up like the regular people, you know what I mean? Whatever that is, relative. I don't even fucking know. But I think standard should be like, you have some kind of training on this thing. I don't know what that would look like. I don't know if it would be a course or it would have to be a course.
I would
You'd
think it would have to be a course. Yeah.
And what we were saying is that you have one. Oh, sorry, man. I keep hitting this fucking mic. My bad, dog. So you have a certain course for a first child.
You're right.
And then there's like a fee and a more extensive course because you're going to have double the issue now. Now maybe this second course is like how to properly budget your money on a different level, because now you're gonna I don't know, but there's a fee associated with this course.
Yes.
And you still have to pass that course to be eligible to have a second kid. So all it does is just limit people from having like 5 and 6 and 7 kids. And
well, it holds people accountable for having
100%.
kids. Sorry
No,
to
that's
cut
right.
you off,
No,
but
that's the word I was looking for.
it holds people accountable, and it makes them think twice about having a kid, and it mitigates
A lot of problems, sure.
certain people from having kids. Like, I mean, and again, we have examples pretty much in our family that, you know what I'm saying, where it's like you having kids and not really working, and it's really just having kids to maintain a certain lifestyle. Like, a lot of people do that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is a common thing for people to do. Like, they just be having kids and like not really working and just living off the government, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it would stop that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. So I think if I could provide some, you know what I'm saying, insight as to what it might look like to me, like what I think it should look like. So to acquire this license, you should have to have a proof of income. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to show your income, proof of a steady and a stable income.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but a 2-parent household, I think I think that if you don't have 2, then there's got to be a reason for that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you adopted, you know,
Right.
okay, you have a right to adopt if you're single, but you don't have nobody, but you want a kid, but you don't want a husband or a wife per se, then maybe there's a certain application for that, you know, for that situation. But I do think that there should be a general thing.
I think you should have to mandatory foster or adopt a child, or mandatory foster, because it gives you clean insight. You'll get a random child. You like
as a part of the
certification.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying you should for a certain amount of time type
Yes.
shit? Like what?
So like just as much as you would like some.
So you basically like so in order to acquire the license to have a kid, you should
everything you said, stable household, stable residence, proof of income, 2-parent home.
Yeah.
Now you guys have to adopt.
Now you guys have
to sorry. Now you have to foster
for like a year or something.
For like a year. Right? That's part of your certification.
I personally think that's a little much, but that is a good one though, for sure. I mean, that really shows your commitment to the cause of having a kid.
You're gonna get a kid.
I definitely don't disagree, but it's You
know what I'm saying? Why I said this, because you can get a kid, God forbid, your kid could take sick.
Facts.
Now all your resources are drawn into your child. There's no relationship between you and your partner anymore. All resources go into the child. You know what I'm saying? This can happen. You can also have a great kid. You can also, you know what I'm saying?
You know what? I like that idea. And especially like maybe that can be more of an option of, I don't know.
Maybe it's the time length.
So let's say, or if your finances don't, like if you don't make the minimum requirement income wise, then you got to do the foster.
You have to do the foster for sure.
Something like that.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that because it's like, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I like the fostering shit. Adopting is a little bit too much. It's more of an extensive process for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So to put that on somebody, and it essentially means that you own, like, that child is yours. Fostering is like, I'm just guiding this child.
I'm helping them on, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right,
I'm providing the security and the safety and the home for like it's more temporary.
It's it's definitely temporary.
Yeah.
And worst case scenario, you end up adopting. You guys have a good, and then if you adopt out of the program, it's like we throw you a deal. You get like 2 kids on the free. You get, you know what I'm saying? You may not have to pay the fee for the second court because you adopted a child already out of the fostering program due to the first course.
Right.
Because you're gonna what it will probably look like is people will go through all the headaches. They'll foster, they'll do their time, get rid of the foster child, right? And then they'll have their own child, right? Because that's what most people want to do.
Right.
Is have their own child, right? So it's unlikely that you would foster, that you would keep this child. So that's why you get the little tax break on the second one around. Meanwhile, we're keeping birth rates and healthier relationships, because you're now you now have to analyze is this a person I would actually? Am I gonna go through this process with you?
Right.
Can we even make it out this process?
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause for like concern, not concern, but just a light there.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I'm gonna cross off that fucking that one.
All right.
As we discussed it. So I have a couple of, I guess, like, would you rather questions or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So do you kind of want them light or do you want them like dark?
Shit. I mean, we could do all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe go start off with the dark joint.
All right. Have a depression level home life, but when you're on road, all ventures are blessed, versus have a fully paid off crib that makes you happy, but all ventures away from home are generally failures. So you have a blessed home life, it's all taken care of. You go out on road, nothing's working for you.
But then the other one was basically the opposite.
You are depressed at home, but everything works for you on
home,
road.
But everything works on road. Honestly, I feel like the second one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
son.
because the second one seems a little bit more, as a person who's, I guess I'm an extroverted person, that seems too isolated of a thing for me. I mean, I love home, but at the same time, like, I can't always just be at the crib
And let's say
as
this,
much as I maybe
let me
should.
make this
I don't
a
know.
little bit easier. We'll do it for a 2-year period, so it's not for the rest of your life.
Okay.
For a 2-year period, you have to do this.
Yeah, for the 2 years, I'll definitely go with having the crib, and anything outside is more like
it's not happening.
It's not hitting. To be honest, I'm pretty sure a lot of people relate to that. I mean, that's a lot of what it is for a lot of people. That's the reality for a lot of people right now, I think. You know what I'm saying? Because you could always get home to work. That's your sanctuary. That's your spot. You know what I'm saying? You have control in that spot. What you can't control is out there. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I feel like,
but that's what motion is. People have motion, and their motion is usually based on the outside.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And some people, and exactly, and that's why I like the 2-year. If it were the 2-year joint, I would definitely go with the latter one. You know what I'm saying?
So, what do you think you could learn by all of your ventures failing, by having a very tranquil, peaceful home life?
That's a good question, because it could be you could learn a positive thing, or it could be a negative thing. It can make you cynical, right? I mean, if all your out there adventures are failing, and all that your, you know what I'm saying, like extroverted, situations are failing, it's just gonna make you even more introverted and more cynical towards people, and more like, you know what I'm saying, like just to yourself, which isn't necessarily terrible thing, but it's not really the best thing. I don't think. I think everything is about balance at the end of the day. So, but if I had to choose and we didn't do the 2-year thing, then it would probably be the first one. You know what I'm saying?
Where all your ventures are good on the outside.
All the ventures are good on the outside.
You don't have to really stay at the crib like that. Like
you could I mean, and that's my mindset sort of matches that, just thinking about, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't really think too much about like staying in what, like, when people talk about like they stay, like they always at the crib, like,
I'm a homebody,
like,
so
yeah, exactly,
totally,
and I know that, right? And I appreciate solitude. You know what I'm saying? I put a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like I have a lot of respect and value. Like I love solitude, bro. But at the same time, like I just like, the idea of traveling, the idea of living in different places. Like I don't really need to stay in one place, one city, one town, one block. Some people don't leave their block for their whole life, bro. Like for me, I'm really not like that. I'd like to live in as many places as I can and experience as many places as I can and just see as much of the world as I can. So I don't think you could achieve that if you're, you know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely
exterior adventures are not really hitting,
I'm definitely more about the adventure life when I was single, for sure.
For sure. No,
You
I
know what
hear
I'm saying?
you. I hear
Because like
you.
yo, there's just it's endless, dog. You can just take a trip, go somewhere, just the random interactions with people,
Absolutely. Yeah.
the scenarios that come up, like how you get in and out of them. That shit is priceless. You
No,
know?
100%, man. It is.
And
It is.
and to be successful at all of those interactions on the road is just like, so if I was doing it for the 2-year joint, I think like, I would try to make it so that, my connections are so solid that when I'm coming off that 2-year, I have the crib. I have everything
True.
that could, kind of it's gonna be shitty because the place that you have, you ain't gonna like to be there. Right? So it
Yes.
just implies that you're gonna be working for 2 years
Yes.
and you'll eventually get what you want. But
Yeah, that's true. And like,
perspective, I guess.
and the thing about it is, like, one of the things that I always used to say is like, it's good to make your where you live an actual home, because especially when you just working a 9 to 5 or whatever, and you need to save money, it's not necessarily the easiest thing to do. If you don't like home, then you're always going to be out, and if you're always out, then you're always going to be spending money. So unless you make sure that your
That's
exterior
problem.
adventures are getting you some kind of an income somehow,
Yeah.
then that is okay.
Yeah,
But
definitely monetizing your time out there would be optimal for sure.
But that would be the idea, because anything else would be like,
you-
you're if those exterior
all of them are
endeavors
successful.
are, you know what I'm saying, based on just enjoyment. Like, yeah, man, I went out here with my boys, I went there, I did this, I did that, you know what I'm saying? And that's all good and that's successful and all of that. But is it actually benefiting you monetarily, you know what I'm saying? Or financially, you know what I'm saying? If not, then that's where you gotta, you know what I'm saying? But
Okay. So next question is, touch someone and see how they die versus touch someone and see that person's last 24 hours.
sorry, say that one more time.
Touch someone and see how they die versus touch someone and see how that person's last 24 hours was. See that person's last 24 hours.
I'm not sure I understand that one. So, because it
That would be
sounds
like
like
your superpower, but you have to pick between the two of them. So every time you touch somebody, you can either see how they die
Mhm.
or you could see what their last 24 hours was.
I mean, yeah, like,
Well,
it's just the thing about that question is like, okay, so I think if you know what, let me hear your answer first.
I was
'Cause
gonna
that
say I was
is-
gonna help you.
Yeah, let me hear your answer first to see what
okay.
because I'm not sure.
All right, so seeing somebody's last 24 hours would be useful if you were a fucking spy. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like if your shorty was cheating on you or something like that, or somebody was doing some shady shit, maybe you're in a business practice with somebody else, you could always test them and be like, yo, my nigga, don't talk to this person. And then, the next day you could dap them and you'd be able to see what their 24 hours was and
Their
see
last 24
their
hours.
last 24 hours was. And then you could be like, oh, okay, cool.
Yo. Okay, sorry to cut you off. I got confused.
Sorry.
When you said the last 24 hours, I thought you
Like
meant
their last 20
last
No.
24.
No.
You mean their previous?
Yeah, the 24 hours
24
that they
hours.
just lived.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the second one, the 24 hours, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, the previous 24 hours. Yeah, I would pick that one because, like, me seeing how you die, is that supposed to be able to prevent you from dying? Like,
You can monetize it. You could accurately
you
predict
could
somebody.
definitely monetize
You could
it.
accurately predict somebody's death. Be like, yo, listen, don't do this. You know what I mean? And that might all change and they have to come back. So you just be like, oh, just keep telling them different shit. You can monetize it. And especially if it's accurate, which this question implies that both of them are accurate.
Both of them are like 100%.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably still go with the 24 hours though, because it's like like you said, I don't know, it'll give you insight on, you know what I'm saying, something or somebody if you needed to know, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I don't know. You can monetize that too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I guess we'll go with the last question, which is public versus home deuces.
Oh, dog. Listen, I'm not even gonna cap to you, fam. The public joints are not good, but it's just so like exhilarating to just get that weight off of you, son. But I really try to stay away from that because I don't like the public joint because I don't like, listen, man, like pause and all of that shit. But like, yo, fam, when it comes to the after the deuces, fam, like, yo, I gotta use wet joints and shit. Like, if it were up to me, I would have one of them joints that wash your shit.
Oh,
Like,
the
I'm probably
bidets.
I'm probably gonna invest in that one day for real,
Right,
for real.
right, right.
Because that to me is like you gotta do something like that. But for the meantime, it's the wet wipes and shit. No,
Right.
pause and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I do my shit. Feel me?
Right.
So the public joint is definitely no bueno for me. It's just that I understand the exhilaration of it when you like, you out there and it's just like you feeling like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Yo, get that off
Yeah.
and be light on your feet. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean,
if that answers the question, I mean, are we
Yeah,
talking? Because you said versus.
Yeah, well, versus, taking a deuce at home, right? Like, but I mean, in this scenario, I mean, wherever you are,
Yeah.
you have to go back to your crib to take a shit versus being able.
So
to-
this is that's
strictly
okay,
preference,
okay.
right?
No,
Like
it's
me,
a preference. Well,
like,
you're saying sorry. No. So hold on. If you pick one, you cannot do the other. Is that what you're saying?
You cannot do the other. Yeah. So like, if you pick the public one,
Yeah.
you're taking your shits at work from now on. You know what I'm saying? You're taking your shit at McDonald's and dusty
I'm definitely
fucking.
choosing home.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
No,
like,
I'm
there are
definitely
people that
choosing
will,
home.
because there's a lot of people who have that same standpoint where, yo, I'm on road, my belly's busting me, I have to go get it off. Like, I can't function otherwise.
Yeah.
Right? Me, I'm going home. Day's done. If I have to take
Yeah.
a shit, I'm downtown.
Yeah.
Well, let's wrap this up
No doubt.
because I'm going home.
No doubt.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about. Are you crazy?
I mean-
I'll shit outside before I.
Bro, I took it as far as taking medication to hold the shit off. Like, cause the feeling of having to take a shit in pub, like, I don't want to feel like that. So I actually, like, I've gotten to a point now where I have a regimen that pretty much controls that shit. Like, my regimen is solid. So I never really have to take a shit in public anymore.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest.
Like,
Yeah.
when you get up a certain time.
Well, you just, and if you have, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain, like, if you get enough fiber in at the right times and all that, you can control that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have control of your diet, I think you have control of that. So, you know what I'm saying?
I think I heard the other one where it's like, would you rather have, like those thought bubbles in like comics and shit like that? Would you rather have your thoughts, everybody be able to see your thoughts in your thought bubble versus a random message being leaked out? So it could be a picture, it could be something, whatever, like, redundant. It could be a fucking nude. It could be a crazy fucking statement from the group chat.
But this is strictly
Let's say
an
you have to do this.
electronic
Let's say, say you have
message that you already have
Let's
on
say
your
there's
device.
a wizard, and that wizard is gonna allow this to happen for a year. You have to pick one of them. So either your thoughts, being like a thought bubble here, what I'm
permanently just here, and all of your thoughts are projected.
You can see
into
that
it,
there,
and everybody can see it.
Yeah, and then for the same amount of time that happens, because it has to be equal, your random message would be released to the public.
The random message seems like the lesser
of the two evils.
Yeah.
You'd be like this fucking random the thought bubble. You could be like,
Because it's like somebody could just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like I have to stay home. Like I couldn't go outside. Because it's like everybody's just gonna know everything. Like you don't want to be that's too much.
The accountability
revelation. Like
though,
that's just
like,
too much.
the accountability though of what you're thinking about. You know what I mean? Like you would have to really curb a lot of your thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know,
which you can't, bro. Like how can you really? Because things happen like as you're going about your
but
day
they
and
could be
shit.
to your advantage too, because you get to see what somebody else is thinking too, right?
Oh, so you still get to see what everybody. Oh, so this applies to everybody.
Right?
Yeah.
So you'd either be they'd be able to see yours, you'd be able to see theirs, and the same thing for the fucking random message. So you just get a random message.
I like the random message one. I mean, the thought one seems like that's a lot right there, because like it's like. And you don't even get to, you know what everybody's thinking. You don't get to, you can't play chess like that. You know what I'm saying?
Of course
I like playing chess, man. So I like to, move according to what I see, on the outside and try to, decipher what I'm seeing on the outside. And I like the interact. I like, the regular human interaction and just, you know what I'm saying? And just
chess moves come from the inside though, so you'd be able to see the next man's chess move.
Which I don't even want to. I want the challenge. I mean, that's not, if I see your next move, how is that challenging me? How is that developing? You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
So for me, I'll just take the random message shit, because
Cool.
You never know what it is. It could be something positive. It could be something fucked up. Yeah. You never know. So it's gonna make everybody more, you know what I'm saying? Cautious about,
I think either would make people cautious, but
either 100%.
I think what I would be more comfortable with is definitely the random message.
Yeah.
But then, the group chat be going crazy sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And like, but yeah, whatever.
No, I'd be going crazy, but it's first of all, it's a random message. And I don't know, is it a daily thing? Is it a what is it? Like, is it anytime?
I don't know.
Like,
I'll have to ask the wizard the next time I talk to him. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have so many questions.
There's not any other ones I want to like talk about right now. Become someone famous for something you regret, which I think we spoke about before, versus never being recognized for your accomplishments.
We did something like that, but it wasn't exactly like that. It was more like, would you rather fulfill your biggest wish or go back and change your biggest regret or something like that? Right. That was that one. But this one is a little different spin on it. I don't know how we do for time though. I mean,
I'm sure this has to, because I did extra.
Yeah, because we started at 1:15 and then we had thing now. So I mean,
okay. Well,
you want to wrap it up? Or
we can just wrap it up.
All right, bet.
This has been another episode of the Brothers Grimm. I'm stuck on leaving motherfuckers with positivity, or the opposite. I don't know. Like fuck you,
or
motherfuckers. Like it's been one, or be like, have a blessed and positive day. I hope everything is blessed for you.
I find that corny. I don't know why.
I can't do that. Like y'all niggas, don't wear condoms.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And shake your nuts, but I don't fucking know.
No doubt. That's right.
All right, man. It's been one.
All right, bet.